Welcome to Issues by Elsie. Thanks for your support. I'm here because you're there. And like I would always tell you all, we're heading somewhere for great things to happen. A friend picked me up so that we could run errands. As I got in the car before him, I was led to open up the bonnet in front of me, or the compartment in front of me. He was not yet in the car, but as I opened it up, I found something there that blew my mind. And what was this thing? It was a piece of cloth, a fabric, the African fabric, that was carefully wrapped. I was still led, for some reason, I don't know why I wasn't afraid to pick it up. As I picked it up, and out of curiosity, I opened it up. When I opened it, I saw that it had $3, $1 bills. It had a talisman in it. It had cowries in it, and it had beads. The beads were used to tie the talisman and the cowries. And the $3, $1 bills were there, carefully wrapped and put like a parcel. I couldn't help but wonder what it was, but at least I could recognize the talisman because I have seen a talisman carved out of wood. When my friend got into the car and kicked up the car so that we could move, I asked him, "What is this?" I opened up the compartment and I asked him, "What is this?" And he told me, "Don't bother about it, just keep it there." My original fear was that it could hurt me. So I pressed on, and he told me it had been given to him by one of his friends, a female friend. And I asked, where was it from? He told me this female friend of his was a lady from Sierra Leone. I'd often heard him talk about the lady. And he told me that the lady gave the parcel to him. And I asked, but where is it coming from? He told me that the lady said, oh, the mother sent the parcel from Sierra Leone. And I said, well, but this looks weird. Why would a mother send such a parcel with $3 inside and stuff like that? I asked him, shouldn't dollars be leaving America to Sierra Leone? Why are dollars leaving Sierra Leone to America and plus $1 bills? He told me, don't bother about it, Elsie, we'll talk. I said, no, I want to know because this is frightening and I'm sitting right here. I want to know whether I should get out of this car because this doesn't look good. He proceeded to tell me that the lady had given him the talisman or the parcel to go ahead and do what will be like a sacrifice. In their language, they call it sarika. And what was going to be the sarika? He was going to use the $3 bills to buy candy, go like to a mall or a playground where kids were playing and share the candy or the puff or whatever it is to kids to eat it. I asked him what was going to be the implication. He told me, the girl is very stupid. What the girl doesn't know was that he had done his own consultations after she handed him the charm, because he told me it was a charm. He told me he had done his own consultations and had been told that the charm was meant for him. And so the girl was giving him the charm to go do that sarika so that everything would be completed because the girl wanted his money, or the girl wanted money from him, or that he should like her so that she could always like get the money because the guy was a very rich guy. I asked him, I said, okay, so you know this, and then you still keep the charm in your car, why do you keep the charm in your car? Why don't you just tell her that you know that this charm is meant for you and this is what you're going to do about it, or you hand it over? He told me no, he doesn't need to do that. He knows what to do to neutralize the charm. And he told me he was going, I asked him what he was going to do to neutralize the charm. He told me he was going to take it somewhere, pee over it and throw it in the bush, and that will be all about it, that he had been told to do that. All through, as we drove, I couldn't help but wonder what was going on. But as we talked more, he told me, he said, Elsie, these are the kind of girls that come to America. They don't want to work. They're looking for a rich man to hook up and take the rich man's money. And she thinks that she has seen a Mughal in me, but not knowing that I'm smarter or I know better than her. She thinks that just giving me this thing to go and do it for her, she doesn't know that I already investigated it. To say the least, I was shocked. At another time, I traveled home to visit family. I come from southern Cameroon, for those of you who do not know, commonly called Ambazonia these days. I traveled home to visit family, and while I was at home, whenever I go, neighbors know that I have come and they come to visit. So there's this particular neighbor who came. I'd never seen him. It is clear he moved into the neighborhood when I had already left the community. So the man comes around and he's like to greet me and tells me he has a parcel for me to take to his daughter in Maryland. I said, yes, oh, that's fine, bring it. He told me that it was going to be achu spice. I said, oh, no, come on, bring it along. I would take it to her. I don't live very far from Maryland. I could tell her to drive, or I could even drive and go hand it over to her. So the man goes and brings the parcel. The day he brought the parcel, it was an envelope. He handed it. He came, I was about to leave the house. I took the parcel and I sent one of my younger ones to go and keep it for me in my box. So then I proceeded and I left. But I remember when I took the parcel from him, my elder sister followed me into the house and it's like, what did that man give to you? And I told her, no, the man gave me the envelope he told me he was going to give me to travel with. He said it's achu spice for his daughter. And my elder sister asked me, and you believe him? I said, sister, what is there not to believe? He says it's achu spice. It's achu spice. So I sent my younger one who went and kept the envelope and I left the house. When I left the house, unbeknown to me, my elder sister went to the box, took out the envelope, opened it up, and discovered that what actually the man had sent, or was sending me to carry to America, was not achu spice after all. For those of you who do not know, achu spice, it's a spice, it's a combination of spices. It's used to make soup for my staple food. My elder sister opened up the envelope, discovered that what this man was calling achu spice was actually a charm that he had collected and had even written instructions on how the daughter was going to use the charm. And he had put it in an envelope, portrayed it to me, written behind it, achu spice, and came and gave me so that I could carry it to the daughter. When my elder sister opened up the envelope and saw it, she immediately carried it to my mother. My mother, upon reading the instructions, too was aware that it's a very deadly charm. My mother carried the charm, the envelope or the set achu spice, and took it right back to the man and asked him, what did you bring for my daughter to travel with to the States? The man couldn't answer. My mom went ahead and my mom asked him 3 times, what did you bring for my daughter to carry to the States? When the man wouldn't answer, my mom told him, well, too bad for you. America, a land of opportunities where people are working. Even the uneducated people still go there and make it. You are not telling your daughter to work her own money. You are busy sitting here. She's calling you and asking for charms. You are taking charms, coming, writing instructions, taking deadly charms, sending other people's children to carry and go and give because your daughter wants to sit and not work but rip men off their monies. My mother proceeded to tell the man, he said, well, today your God has died because my daughter will not be the one carrying your charms to go, your deadly charms, to go and give your daughter. If your daughter so wants these charms, let her take a flight, come back home and carry her charms by herself and go with them. My mom proceeded to hand over the envelope of his achoo spice to him and came home. When I came back that evening, not knowing what had transpired, I was trying to look into my bag to see that what the man had given me, I could keep it well so that I would not lose it. As I opened up the bag, I wouldn't find the envelope. As I proceeded to ask, my younger ones told me that that was what had transpired, and I was really shocked. Before I would travel back, when I then see the man, even when I came and when I get back home, when I see the man, he would just bend his head. He can't look at me in the face. Why am I telling us these stories? As women, and even some men, they do this. They charm women out of their monies. As women in a land of opportunities like this, where it is most likely for a woman to get a job before a man, and where if you do honest work for honest pay, you can buy anything that you want. You can become anything that you want. In fact, you can do anything that you want. But what do people do? We have women who will not work, who will not even want to go to school, even if given the opportunity. They are busy looking for men to scam them out of their monies. Many want to use charms. Many are using charms. Some have charmed these men to even marry them. And guess what? Since it is always evil, since the foundations are not always good, ill-gotten, ill-spent, you know how that ends. Today I want to encourage us as women, young girls, women in general. We have the powers and the opportunity to become anything that we are, make any kind of money in this land. You don't have to charm somebody out of their money. If you must eat or spend somebody's money, the person should be giving it to you out of a willing, full heart. The person should give you the money from their own mind. They should make up their minds that, yes, I want you to spend this money, and they hand it over to you. Not that you go seek powers to come take people's monies because you either don't want to work or you just feel like you should be extracting from people. When you go get these charms and do these things and eventually get this money, you all will test. Those of you who have done it, you would agree with me that it comes with a cost which some of you are unable to pay when the time comes. There are many of you who have psychiatric or have become mad today in this country because of what you know you have done. There are some of you, your lives will never be the same again because you know what you have done. Because you have taken things, ripped off people, charmed people, done devilish things and taken monies that is not supposed to be yours. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. If you must spend someone's money, then let the person give it to you willingly. If not, please, honest work for honest pay helps us, and it's good for all of us. Thanks for watching.